Welcome, United Rogue Call of Duty. For our game this evening, we're hopping straight into the action tonight after quite a long intro screen. My name is Icon. I am here with the beautiful, the illustrious Sad Skelly to bring this game to you. How you doing, Sad Skelly?
I am doing great. I've just been on the grind lately, man. This is maybe my fourth cast in the last week that I can remember, and always a good time and always happy to be joined by someone as lovely as yourself.
Oh, thank you. We really appreciate it. Chat, you got to let us know how you're doing. Let us know if there's any technical issues that you catch that we don't. We got a lot going on. Otherwise, we're hopping right into this invasion hard point with the Los Angeles Griffins versus the San Diego Armada. Skelly, who do you have taking this this first map of the series?
I'll be honest, I've got San Diego. They've been looking really strong the last while. They've been rated as an A or an S tier team pretty much every single week by our community, and I'm thinking they're going to take this about 250 to 200.
That is a very impressive stat line for our boys here. But it looks like LA is going to take a lot of this P1 time, holding pretty confidently as SDA and LA both try to make this move for the P2 time. Looks like it's going to be Emo versus Big Mike, and Emo is going to take it as Doryu tries to clean up some of this scrap for his team.
Yeah, he's going to get chowed here by Cryo. He's going to get taken off this time by Desi. Epec's checking his angles. It's looking like LAG has got this P2 rotation down. But are they going to expect Epec so close? Epec gets one. He's going to get out with his life. Is he going to read this player in his back?
Get shot in the back. Man, it looks like our spawns have swapped now. San Diego spawning back Palace, walking up the street. And this is free time for Doryu if he gets to this corner, and he will as he gets held by the push. Now it's up to the teammates to walk up and hold this cross so that they can capitalize on this time. Or, you know, he can also lay in this corner off time. That's cool too.
Yeah, he's running around with the sub. He's doing what he has to do to try and get things open for his team. And it's starting off 50-0 right now on the side of LAG in their favor. And it looks like we've already got a player. Kiri is going to be rotating to this P3 hill already.
Man, that is just such a dominant rotation, such a dominant hold on that P1, P2 from LAG. It's not something that you see very often, a team coming in and kind of low-key getting outslayed on those first two hills, but really holding that OBJ time really well and capitalizing on that score. We're trying to move through mid-map here as SDA tries to make this rotation, and they are going to get taken down one by one as they cross, but Cryo's still here in the back, trying to make his way through this mid-map into the rugs, maybe get some kills. He gets that timing. He's going to get calmed out here by Kiri. Will they find him in the back gas?
Yeah, if you're not careful, this P3 can really just turn into a money hill, and that's what LAG is doing here. Cryo's getting shot in the back. He gets one before getting taken down by Doryu. Looking like San Diego breaks this hill. Can Doryu do anything about that?
Mike and Desi on this time. Doryu gonna find one. Will he get Desi? He does get Desi. Huge two-piece from Doryu to absolutely nail down this scrap time for his team.
Yeah, and it looks like Cryo's over here scrapping with the rest of LAG as they're trying to get this P4 rotation set up already. Cryo's going to get one. He's going to get the beat down on 2 rooms, but he's going to get traded out by Doryu. Emo's going to take down Mike, and it's looking like this P4 is already set up on by LAG.
Dude, beautiful kills from Emo. These rotations from LAG are just absolutely stellar. Getting that scrap time, getting the initial rotation, they are everything right now, and it is so hard for SDA to answer.
Yeah, but that's 3 down in the feed. Rooms is going to have to try and hold this time. Get a couple bullets put into him, and Mike's going to take him down. And it looks like a couple of players on the side of San Diego are already realizing the timing here, and they're trying to get a P5 rotation. One of them gets taken down, but it looks like Epec is going to be here first, and they're spawning back there. That's absolutely a huge realization from San Diego to try and pull this back, maybe get a clean 60 to get themselves back into this game.
He's gonna streak here, try and open something up for his team. This is such a hard rotation to make. Gonna get one off the cruise, it looks like, on Epic, and open up that ladder rotation up into sandbags. Oh, this being held on the mid-map by Desi. What a huge timing from him to get that cross, stop that rotation, maybe stop the break for his team. Doryu puts Mike in the dirt and is now holding this spawn.
Yeah, Doryu's just doing great work to try and hold this spawn. He's not pushed up too far, so he's keeping these players spawning exactly where he wants them to. But it looks like EPEC has held out on that time with Cryo.
That is a really intense amount of time for SDA to get here. You know, that Palace Hill is such a money hill for this map, but LAG does not care about that time. They're already set up on this P1. They are having the gunfights. They are trying to lock down this P1 time. On the first rotation, they look so dominant. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and Rooms is going to get a kill. They get a clean 3 down, and they find EPEC. That's 4 down in the feed. They're going to get set up on this P1 time as SDA tries to re-rotate. Oh, someone gets a back spawn. Are they going to read this player behind them in EPEC?
Oh, almost gets a kill. Nails down the kill onto Big Mike. Now looking for those close players, EPEC, Cryo, that are in the hill here. And we've already locked in the rotation to P2. LAG is on another level on this invasion hardpoint.
Yeah, the stat lines in terms of kills on SDA is not awful, other than Big Mike putting up a lackluster performance right now. Hopefully he can pull that back, but they are just getting fully out-rotated by the side of LAG. But they're still getting some breaks for some much-needed scrap time.
Desi trying to nail down this spawn here. Catchy's players coming out, but with his team not really getting any kills, there's no one to spawn here in the Palace. Looks like he might get timing by Rooms. Rooms is going to get that kill and walk up to the point here.
Yeah, we've got a couple players now spawning from the side of SDA on the back Palace here. Rooms reads this. Did Desi see him? Looks like he
Desi's
did.
On. Oh, SDA walks straight into time. It is all theirs for that last 25 seconds.
Yeah, we've already got a couple of players on the side of LAG who are going to be rotating for this P3 as a couple players stick around on this P2 to try and maybe get some players off of it. But they're going to hold strong there, Desi is, and now we're going to be on for a P3 rotation here, Icon.
This, man, I've said it already enough times, but LAG is just rotating in a way that we've seen very few teams rotate that effectively, right? Like, that P1 to P2, on both sets of rotations, they are there for the scrap, they are there for the initial time, they are everything right now on this hard point, and it is so hard to argue with the performance from them.
Yeah, it's going to be a break here, though, on the side of San Diego, but I totally agree with you. It seems that LAG, their rotations are on, and it seems like their communication is just flowing because every player is exactly where he's supposed to be on the map and doing the job that they need to do to get this hill time and the rotations and the holds. Just immaculate play here from LAG.
And LAG walking up into the spawn. Might find one on the Big Mike. Looks like he's going to get timinged by Cryo as they move for this P4 rotation. SDA slowly trying to claw their way back, but they need this rotation onto the time. LAG does win on this next point. If SDA can't do something incredible here, they'll need the P4 time and that P5 rotation to nail this down.
Yeah, and they've got a player in Kiri out on the far side of the street to watch over his teammate in the hill. He's going to move
Big
in,
Mike.
though. Big Mike.
Oh, it's
Huge
the
play
biggest
out of
Emo going to shut him down. Desi needs to go huge here. We're asking for nothing but perfection out of our man. The trades are going
Cryo's
to come
gonna
in.
break the hill.
Cryo gets the break. Now just stay alive in the hill. Oh, and he gets traded. Doryu walks into time, says this is for my team, and takes it for LAG.
Yeah, absolutely immaculate performance from the Los Angeles Griffins. Really, you know, they must have heard my prediction and just decided to blow it out of the water because they looked immaculate. CDL level play right there.
Man, that was hard to argue with, that performance from LAG. Just absolutely stellar. Even with Kiri 12 and 14, the rest of the team, all KD positive, all above 20s, right? And with that hill time pretty evenly spread between them, it's just, man, that is just a hard performance to argue with.
Yeah, I mean, it was an immaculate performance. And when you have a silver like Doryu putting up numbers that are equal to his plat and his diamond, can't argue with that. When you've got a silver that's shooting back like that, chances are you're going to end up winning the map.
Man. Yeah, and a silver door, you running the sub for that map. I mean, going sub to sub with Desi and matching Desi's kills, that's not easily done by anyone, much less a silver. So what a fantastic first map. I'm super excited to get into the next one. Do you want to walk through the rest of our map set for this evening, Skelly?
Yeah, it is an immaculate map set. So obviously we had that map 1 invasion hardpoint. For map 2, we're going to be looking at a terminal search and destroy, a classic. It is aged like fine wine. Then we have invasion control, going back to invasion, double dipping that invasion. A little bit interesting there. Right after that, map 3, we're going to double dip the terminal, and we're going to go to a terminal hardpoint. And then they just said, what the heck? Let's just go for the triple crown and we'll play invasion again. And so our final map, if we get there, is going to be an invasion S and D.
Wow. I really hope we get to see all of these maps here. We are good in the booth, yeah. I really hope we get to see all these maps here. Jumping into a terminal S&D, what's your prediction between these two teams after the performance we just saw in the hardpoint? Who do you think takes this one, Skelly?
I'm not sure. I'm really hoping that San Diego takes it. I want to see a close matchup between these two squads. Big Mike is one of my absolute closest homies that I've met recently from this server, but I'm thinking, to be honest with you, I think LAG is going to take this, just riding high off of that momentum from the map 1. I think that they're looking clean. They're shooting straight. I think they're going to take it 6-3.
6-3 for LAG. That's a big praise. I think we should hop on with Big Mike, see how he does in the opening break here of this S&D. It looks like SDA kind of posturing toward that mid map, maybe looking for the B push. Emo getting aggressive up here, top planter. This Big Mike playing his life really well. Gets the timing. Oh, that was classic COD timing.
Quite unfortunate timing, and Epec is in a 1-on-4. Let's swap over to his cam.
Gotta find the number. That's my bad. I got slow fingers.
That is A-okay.
Beautiful kill on a door.
Gets 2. He still has the time. Can he play his life back here and potentially rip these other 2 players? Rooms hits information on him.
Oh, gets
rips
one.
Rooms off that heady. Can he find this last player? Does he read this?
Oh, Epec, I want this for you so bad.
It looks like he's going to get shot in the back. That was a great rotation from the last LAG player. I believe it was Kiri to jump outside, wrap behind him, catch him with his pants down.
Commendable performance right there from Epec to try and clutch that for his team. Kiri gets the timing, hopping down from that top AC to get him in the back, but still a stellar performance. Those 3 kills were fantastic.
Yeah, and immaculate play from the Los Angeles Griffins. They really just got aggressive and sent a couple players in. They got a couple of good kills, and then they got the bomb down and just held those angles.
Fantastic. Let's roll with our boys as they run toward A. SDA looking for this plane rotate. They throw that stun. They clear it out. Are they gonna get Doryu here in the cockpit? Oh, he gets antsy. Almost gets timing onto Desi. Such a weird chow out of.
And then Cryo's gonna shoot Desi in the back. Unfortunate team kill there, but they're still up 3-2 in terms of lives left.
You know, it is so difficult in this plane cockpit not to shoot your teammates. I mean, even if you feel really good about them as players, it's really really hard not to.
Yeah,
SDA
and
pulls
great
it
shots
out.
there from Mike. Great shots from Mike to pull out that round 2. They're gonna punch back a little bit, and hopefully we have an S&D on our hands.
Way to answer back after that first round. You know, it's easy to get demoralized after not pulling out a clutch like that, but for SDA to come back and make it happen, that's what you want to see in an S&D.
Yeah, and absolutely huge. Big Mike gets 2 kills in that round. He seems to be heating up now. I've seen him in the 8s waiting room, and in the 8s he's been grinding most of the afternoon from what I've seen. So hopefully he's heating up here.
We love to see it. We love to see it. Looks like
Yeah,
the play
and
call is coming through. SDA already rotating through this mid-map, looking for that cross. It appears as if they know what's up and what's about to go down.
Yeah, EPEC here all by himself right now. Big Mike does get 1. 2 players flow up through that orange. As he's playing, he catches Emo out. He sees where he's at, and he's going to take down Emo. And was that a little bit of casual body shooting I see there? Desi getting a little bit
I would say
disrespectful out here.
that's a little bit more than casual, as we've now
You know,
swapped to his weapon to continue shooting his body. We love to see it out of Desi.
You know, at first it seemed a bit casual. You know, he did a couple of extra shots, and then he decided to get a little more personal with it.
You know what? After that first hard point, I can't blame him. I really can't. Sometimes you've got to let that aggression out. You've got to show him what's up.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, depending on the person and their mentality and stuff, sometimes it can tilt somebody and it can kind of get them off their game a little bit. So a little bit of mental warfare maybe going on the side of San Diego.
Looks like we've got a big "Let's go, Mike" in the chat, so I feel like that's a good sign to get onto Mike's POV and just see how we're doing here. Mike watching this rap for his team is. It looks like they're playing sort of a passive setup, letting LAG get antsy on that defense, watching for those crosses, watching for any sign of where SDA is going to go, but they're not going to give them anything right now. They're just going to wait, going to play for those picks, wait for somebody to open up.
Yeah, really smart play call. Nobody's really pushing up, though, on the side of LAG. They're staying strong. They're not over-channeling anything. They're just watching angles, trying to find out where San Diego's going to try and put this bomb down.
That's a dangerous thing about a passive setup like this, is that eventually the timer is not on your side, right? The timer is absolutely not on your side. You have to go before they have to move. So right now, if you're SDA, you've got to get something going, and so you're going to have to force this plane push here. Desi gets that kill, is going to get traded out. As Big Mike going to get taken down mid-map. It looks like we've just got 1 player left for SDA trying to get this bomb down. EPEC gets the bomb down, going to play that back plane, drops at the back, is looking for these kills to open this up, sees rooms.
He's going to rip rooms. He's got to run for this bomb.
Read the ninja. Oh, he gets a kill.
Does he
what
get
a
a kill
clutch.
in time? Oh, great clutch there out of EPEC. Absolutely amazing play to get that bomb down quick and get out of dodge, knowing that those 2 players were going to be holding hands to try and trade him out.
You know what? Redemption for round 1.
Yeah, absolutely. A great 1v2
finish
clutch.
out the clutch, man, in that round 1, and now he brings it back, and he is doing it all for his team right now. 9-1 in the S&D.
Yeah, he is absolutely slaying out, putting the team in the backpack, but not to discount what the other players are doing. You know, every kill in an S&D means a lot for your squad.
I mean, beyond that, even information in an S&D, if your entire life is just waiting for your teammates and calling out which side of the plane they're sitting on, you know, that's a life well spent.
Yeah, that is a typical life.
Looks like Mike might get some timing here. He's going to put some shots off, but he knows that they're close. Playing for that push. Oh, and they throw the team chow. Rooms does get the trade. Epic not there to pick up that trade for Mike. Just gonna watch it. Is gonna get taken off of the ladder. Desi sending it up for the plane. He's looking to stop this bomb from going down.
Yeah, is he gonna read the player on the right? He sees him.
Ooh.
He gets 1 huge kill there. Rooms is gonna try and pull what EPEC pulled. and Desi
Oh,
doesn't see him, but San Diego gets the kill anyways. Great trade there out of his teammate to get that clutch.
SDA playing their trades really well here toward this A site. Really well toward the A site. They're tightening up. You can see the adjustments happening round to round. Even with the clutches from EPEC, this whole team is playing very well together.
Yeah, all of the squad mates are really working well as a team. They're getting each other's trades, they're getting information, they're watching over each other. Just beautiful S&D team play out of the San Diego Armada.
Man, LAG starting to fall behind here as the scoreline is now 1-4 in favor of SDA. Would really love to see some more out of Kiri, just a little more map presence here, being 1-4. That's not a great stat line, especially for Terminal S&D. Oh, that kill is going to come through on Desi. EPEC going to take the bomb and get out. Maybe try and play for this back plane, but it looks like Doryu's been spotted. They know Kiri is underneath. Kiri, as if she can hear us, picks up that kill to get that scoreline up.
Yeah, and EPEC's gonna rip Doryu from plane. Desi's gonna pick up one as well, and it's gonna be Kiri in a 1-on-2. Do they have information on where Kiri is sitting? That is the question. It looks like they're gonna make this rotation over to the B bomb. Great call there from the side of San Diego. Desi just went over to that side of the map, got a kill, and locked it down for his squad. They're gonna get the bomb down, and they're just gonna hold. Are they gonna read Kiri coming from this side of the
Kiri
map?
gets Desi. Oh, sees EPEC, turns. Oh, so close. I wanted that.
A beautiful effort.
I wanted to see that right there. I wanted to see EPEC get burned.
Yeah. It was beautiful. Both players saw each other as they wrapped around that pole, playing Ring Around the Rosie, and EPEC is gonna pull it out.
Fantastic.
You
We
know
are
what
now
they say.
match point for SDA, ready to close this one out. If you're SDA, man, you needed this dominant S&D performance after that first invasion hardpoint.
Yeah, and EPEC is playing out of his mind like a man possessed in this second map on this search. He is sitting at 11-2. It looked like he had a cruise missile in the back pocket, but he's just gonna hang on to that because he doesn't need that, does he?
Oh, and the kills
Ryo with a
come
big
through.
two-piece. And it is
SDA.
Doryu.
Ooh,
Gets
SDA
one.
stifling that push. Doryu's got to go huge here. What a smart HP break here to just take a second, cool off, get that HP up. He's going to get shot in the back. And that's going to close it out for SDA on this SND. What a fantastic performance from SDA to close this out in the terminal.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I feel like both teams are just stream sniping my predictions here, man, and nobody wants to listen.
Maybe your predictions are just terrible. Did you ever think of that one?
That's probably the more likely of the two. So maybe I'm just gonna stop predicting matches. You know, I'm just gonna let you do it from now, and we'll see if you do any better.
Oh man, EPEC 11-3, just comes in, closes it out for his team. Yeah, I think it's one thing to come in and take back-to-back maps to continue to be dominant. I think it's a whole other thing when a team loses a map, gets slammed on the hard point, and comes back in the S&D, claps back and says, absolutely not, we are not rolling over like that. It looks like we're going to have just a minute before we get into this invasion control. I'm going to go ahead and send us to a short intermission, and then we will be right back. Thank you guys so much. It looks like we are hopping into this next map, this invasion map. Uh, so we are going to get back into the action here. Chat, you got to let us know how y'all are doing tonight as we head into this third map. Skelly, who do you have going into this next round?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth? Is that because all your predictions thus far have been wrong?
Yeah, it's because I apparently suck at predicting. But
Oh,
we're
man.
gonna hop on board with LAG, getting a quick stack here. But Mike and Desi combined for 2. Mike playing his life. Rooms taken down. Doryu left alone in the 1-on-1, and then they're gonna get the respawns.
Wow, what an ambitious A push early on from LAG to try and get that control. We love to see it, but an equally stellar stop from SDA to come through and say, nope, that's our point. We're not letting you get those ticks early on, and we're definitely not letting you get them for free. Desi going to come in with this wrap, puts shots on an emo, is going to get taken down by Rooms. Mike going to push up from the back and get traded. It is trades on this B point. You have to wonder if SDA is just going to give it up at this point.
Yeah, Epec's kind of going to be playing his life around this hill, maybe trying to pick this player off. Sees some toes, sees ahead, but he gets seen as well. Desi takes the player down off time. They're going to push up and try and hold this. Desi gets another big kill. Doryu, can he take him down and secure this point? No, he can't. Desi is going to put up a huge defense. He's clearing some of this point off. But maybe his team can get here back in time to hold it out a little bit longer.
Emo, last one on this B point. Trying to do it for his team. It's not going to happen as we run up this B side. SDA really taking the lives off of LAG here, not letting them get anything for free. No kill untraded. And thank you, chat, for letting me know about the game audio. I got that fixed. Just a lot to focus on.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to potentially chalk this B point now, but they wasted another good 40 seconds there and really drained a lot of the lives out of LAG. And they're trying to set up for the hold to try and hold them out of this B point rotation to this A point. And we've got a player, Cryo, here, sitting lower Palace.
I know he's here, right? Oh, gets
Apparently
one.
not. He gets one.
Not going to get the second. Emo going to take him down, start walking up for that A point. That is an ambitious chow from Big Mike, but it looks like Desi's going to try and get this cut off for his team. You want to see LAG really tighten up here, really play these trades and get these kills to get the map presence they need to get onto this A point in time. They've got a little under a minute, 8 lives remaining. It's not the most impressive resource to work with, even as Desi takes another one down. Cryo playing for that P2 pinch.
Yeah, and Desi is really, he's looking like how Epec was in that last search. He's just slaying out, he's getting his kills, he's playing his life, getting multiple kills at a time. Just putting up a great performance here out of the side of SDA, and Cryo sitting 8-1. I believe he even had a streak earlier that he had used.
It is, yeah, it's just dominant out of SDA. I mean, attacking on this map is incredibly difficult for any team to pull off attacking round wins. But, man, you're kind of hoping after seeing the invasion hardpoint that would translate to the control here for LAG. But it's not looking like it's going to, as SDA takes this first round of the control.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful round out of San Diego. I didn't have a chance really to mention it early, but that ambitious A push from the side of LAG, I've seen a lot of teams doing that in UR in the last couple days on this map, and really impressive that SDA was able to read that and put up a great fight, hold them out, and then hold that B point for such a long time, drain so many lives. Really good performance out of them.
Man, is this gun skin that Mike has on, is this the phase skin? I'd assume it is.
I believe it is.
It reminds me of Tony the Tiger from Frosted Flakes. Can anyone identify with that at all?
I can kind of see that. I can see that a little bit there out of you, Icon.
Man, SDA gonna walk in. It looks like they do get that first tick onto the A site. They're gonna do what LAG could not and really get those early ticks coming through. And then the play call is we spawn out, we rotate to B, but LAG is ready for that push. They're gonna be there to stifle it and make sure that they don't take anything else for free.
Yeah, and they're really far. They're pushed up far here, trying to get into some ratty corners to maybe try and drain these lives a bit to hold this B point. They're holding pretty strong right now.
This is where you want to see that discipline, those rotations come in from LAG, especially after that first round, to just say, okay, boys, we got to knock down a few pegs in that last one, but we really need to tighten up here. We're gonna play the trades, we're gonna get the rotations in, and we're going to make sure that we hold down at least this A point after that first tick. That is a huge two-piece out of Desi and Big Mike. Those team shots, absolutely incredible. What you want to see on this B point.
Yeah, and it was an absolutely beautiful break watching it as EPEC and Big Mike combined there to get the two players off time and then try to get all set up.
Gets one. Gonna get naded off.
By his teammate, Rooms.
Doryu walking up here. Gonna get the kill onto EPEC. Is he gonna be watching the close left? He gets the reload cheese, man. That's not the kind of cheese you want on that sandwich.
No, it is not, but they're still holding this B point. It is 18 lives to 10 in favor of LAG, and Big Mike's gonna accidentally blow up his teammate EPEC there, and it appears they didn't get that tick on A.
They didn't get the tick. That is tragic.
That's absolutely tragic. Only getting 2 ticks there from the side of San Diego. That's very unfortunate, as you're really trying to play, like, for these attacking rounds, you got to get the most that you can out of them to try and lock down a defense if you get to the round 5.
I mean, holy cow. If I'm SDA, I'm crying myself to sleep tonight over that one. I mean, win or lose, not finishing out that tick on A, and that puts them behind by a whole tick. For that final defense count, right? That's not the kind of progress that you want to lose.
No, it absolutely is not, and they're going right back to it. They're hitting this A point, but looking like SDA all up in the lead at the moment. They've still got a player here, though. Is he going to read Cryo in the back? He doesn't, but he goes for the challenge.
Kills out of Rooms.
Rooms is really just saying, this point is mine. And at the same time as A is going down, B is getting taken by a couple of players of LAG as well. Rooms just doing everything there for his team, just distracting the players of SDA, just giving them a free B point.
Rooms doesn't need a team right there. I'm convinced. Rooms doesn't need a team. He's going to get that A point all by himself. He's going to do what needs to be done. He's going to get the kills and enable his team to cap that whole B point together. This is exactly what you want to see out of a team on an attacking round. This is exactly what you need to see out of LAG this time.
And we've got a couple players from LAG already in here. Big Mike's gonna get a huge kill, but Rooms is just holding it down, doing everything before he gets traded out by Desi, but he does get that second tick in, and Desi doesn't know that there's another player. Doryu's here with his submachine gun. Can he hold out while his team tries to rotate in?
Beautiful double chow out of Big Mike and EPEC. That's synchronized like they've been practicing. They've been in rehearsals for weeks trying to get that one right, and it shows. It honestly does. LAG needs to go big here. They need these kills to lock down that map control. They've got to start to get this presence here so that they're not going to get broken again once they get these 2 kills. It's so hard on this A point to accomplish that. As you have players like Desi who are just running around in that mid map, Cryo with the flanks, just making sure that no push is ever stabilized for his team. Rooms gonna walk in and take that A point for himself.
Yeah, we've got 2 players here. They've got to push pretty soon before they get shot in the back. They're gonna get in. It's just really unfortunate when you're on defense and you've got to post up a player or 2 on the point, because you'd much rather be playing outside the point, watching a better angle. Instead, they know exactly where one person is on the map at all times.
Yeah, such a tough push to make. Such a tough situation to be in, but you know, if you can get one player into the hill, then you can get two into the hill. We've had rooms in God knows how many times, and it's Doryu's turn. Gonna get taken down by Big Mike, who's gonna try and make it happen here. Just keep this defense going as Kiri pushes in. Kiri gets taken down by Cryo, and Rooms walking up. Big Mike trying to keep this locked down, and it looks like he's going to. 30 seconds left for LAG to make something happen.
Yeah, and as dominant as this round has been from LAG in terms of ticks, the live count is still extremely close. 7 on the side of San Diego, 8 on the side of LAG. This is potentially, it's going to come down to time, so they've really got to get in here. But SDA has really tightened up their hold. Big Mike with another huge kill.
Cannot lock it down there. It looks like that's going to be game for LAG on this attacking round. Fantastic performance out of them. They almost get everything. They almost take it and walk away laughing, but it's not going to happen this time.
Yeah, and regardless of not getting that last tick on the B point to win the round, you still got to be pretty happy with your performance. You got 5 ticks there. Unless SDA can manage to get all 6 ticks, both points, they're going to secure the defensive round, and they may even do that already with the kill count that it'll come down to after the ticks, if SDA can pull out an attacking win. Then again, if they pull out an attacking win, they just win the map.
To tie up ticks, they need to win here, right?
Yeah, they would have to win here to tie the ticks, and then it would go down to kills.
So they either win here, or they are going to be attacking for this final round. So this is a huge round for SDA to go big, to make this happen. Doryu going to be holding down this A point as SDA all walks in close. He's going to get taken down. It's just such a tough situation for you to be in semi-alone. Emo going to get those trades, though. Clean this up, clear out this time, and reset for the next push.
Yeah, it was a good attempt on the push, but they couldn't get in scot-free, and it looks like they're going to mostly be focusing on this D rotation. But Desi's going to get on this A point. He gets 2! Cryo gets a 3rd!
Gosh. I didn't even realize he was back there, man, and we have wall hacks. Oh my gosh, huge kills, huge ego out of Desi as he goes big for his team. They're simultaneously capping A and B. What a stun from Emo to clear that out.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge on the side of San Diego, doing exactly what LAG did to them in the previous round.
LAG needs this cap right here. Oh, and now it is all in toward A. The play call is in, and it's a green light. Let's go, boys. Let's get it done. Emo there to make sure it does not happen, though, as he puts Mike in the dirt.
Yeah, and I think sometimes players forget how far back into these trucks you can get. It really can be annoying when someone's just sitting back there ratting and holding the heady, and, you know, that's going to show as SDA is pushing up B Street as a 4-man squad trying to get this rotation.
Man, it is such a hard push to make it to this A point. It looks like LAG all the way pushed up into that P2 side of the map, that B side of the map, not ever letting them get any sort of stable push out of SDA. Looks like Doryu gonna be in this P4, gonna get taken down as SDA doing the due diligence. They are walking through, they are clearing out these corners, and they are making sure that they have a push. But again, Emo says no.
Yeah, he is just playing these ratty little corners. He's getting his kills. And he's going to hop right back on this truck heady and see what he can do. But at the same time, there are 2 players in his spawn. Are LAG going to be able to pull this out? Coming down pretty close in terms of lives. And we've got Big Mike. Spots Doryu. Going to get shot in the back. He can't duck himself into time. But we've got EPEC here. Hitting from the front. He's going to get killed from A Street by Doryu. Doryu's going to push up. He's going to try and get into a ratty corner, but we've got Desi behind him. Desi didn't see him?
Didn't see him. He's blind. He needs glasses immediately.
This man
is going to get in the time, though. Stops the clock for his team. We really need this time. We need this rotation to come through. Cryo looking for Doryu in the back when he should be sending it to time. That's such a tough position to be in, but it looks like it is going to be LAG for that defensive win.
Yeah, and San Diego putting together a really, really good plan there. They did exactly what LAG did. They got a player to go rat and get a tick over at A, and then they got B pretty much scot-free. But LAG, really impressive hold there on the A point. There were a couple of times that it was a little dicey for them, but at the end of the day, they held it out.
And that's again, at the end of the day, that's what you want to see. You know what I mean? It's easy to come out and be dominant from minute one. It's a lot harder to make those tough calls, those mid-game adjustments, and say, listen, boys, we've got to tighten up. Here's what we need to change. Here's what we need to push. Let's get clean in the comms, and let's come back and do this again.
Yeah, and it's looking like they're going to hit this ace side again and see if they can do it a little better than they did it the first time.
Man, you've got to be, if you're LAG, you got to wonder what you're thinking. Only sending one to A when they've hit it every single time.
Yeah, and Desi doing work mid-map. A is already going away. A is going to be gone. They're going to have an impeccable.
To watch.
They're going to need an impeccable hold on this B point. All these players except Cryo get killed off of this A point.
Man, that is
sitting.
Honestly, LAG, what was that call? What was that call? A is completely gone. Now you've just got to hold on to B for dear life as SDA throws themselves at you down that street through that mid-map. They're going to be pinching, and it is going to be absolute war for LAG to stay in this.
Yeah, they are going to have to go huge here on the side of LAG to hold out this point. They've got a couple players mid-map. Let's see if they can hold them out.
Looks like one's still above time. Haven't seen EPEC. He's going to walk in and get those kills, go back up the stairs. This is his new home as he tries to get these early kills. Cryo in the back of the spawn, going to be doing a pinch here. Instead, he's going to get taken down. Absolutely not what you want to see, but it allows his team to get onto that site. Desi fighting for his life and is finally going to get taken down by Kiri. LAG really put themselves on the back foot here. They have to be very reactionary now in stopping these pushes.
Yeah, but I believe, Dor, you did get information there on number player 6 of Desi going through the middle of the map, but that's 2 down. 1 left here to try and hold. He's going to do his best. He gets 1, and then Cryo's going to trade him hop on this time. See if he can get a tick. He's got his player 6. Desi is going absolutely huge for the squad. He's up front, in personal, and he's getting the kills.
Oh, that's unfortunate timing, dude. That's really unfortunate timing. Emo going up to the top building here. He's going to try and kill these gentlemen off of the point. Gets 2 with his team, and they walk in, clear this out. EPEC trying to stay alive underneath. Gets 1. Gets a huge 2 to maintain this B-side control. Is going to get traded by Emo unless Emo throws.
Yeah, and it is 10 to 10 in terms of lives. This is absolute war. This is just a war zone. Both teams just sending it at each other, seeing who will break first. But Cryo's going to get a cheeky spot.
How did Cryo get in the back again? How are we letting that happen again?
Yeah, absolutely huge 2-piece out of him, but at the same time, Rooms is holding strong on that middle cut.
Desi gets 1 with the cruise. We are now, I mean, Cryo, if you're Cryo, you're trying to get these kills, clear this out for your team. He can step on time whenever he wants to, but he knows he has a more important job than that right at this moment. Big Mike trying to get on time, trying to get this stack in. We need these kills as they walk into the point, and it looks like LAG might just clutch that for their team. I don't think Desi gets there.
No, and it's a 1-on-5 situation. Cryo doesn't have time to get there. Absolutely a beautiful push and hold situation. Both teams really putting forth an amazing effort to try to get that round win to secure the map. And at the end of the day, Los Angeles is just going to hold a little bit stronger.
Wow. What a game of control. It was back and forth. There were ups and downs. I laughed. I cried. It moved me, Skelly.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a performance from Rooms and Emo, 43 and 36 and 36 and 21 respectively, as well as Desi and Cryo, really going huge for the team. But, you know, really at the end of the day, everyone slayed out that map. Everyone was getting kills and looking good doing it.
Yeah, man, an absolute killer of a loss for SDA there to really fight so hard through that whole round to get such clutch plays. I mean, how many times did Cryo flank through the back there and wipe that squad for his team? Uh, and just not getting the kind of map control you want, not getting the kind of spawns that you want. It's just that's a tough one to lose if you're SDA.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it really comes down to that first attacking round on the side of SDA. They just didn't get enough ticks. If they had gotten, I believe, even like two more ticks in that first attacking round, they would have had the defense, and we might have had a different story on that control.
Yeah, 100%. That is a tough one, but a really dominant performance from LAG in that last round to again just uh, stick it out, just make those mid game adjustments, try and make it happen for the team, and they end up pulling out the round. So that leaves us at I believe it is 2-1 for LAG moving into this third round. We're going to be going to a terminal hard point, and we will see if the terminal prowess of SDA or the hard point absolute slayability from LAG pulls through in the end.
Yeah, it'll be a battle of the ages. I'm hoping that SDA can pull it out and we can get to a map 5. That would be absolutely beautiful. Get that three-piece of invasion. Excuse me.
The three-piece of Invasion would be great to see. How do you feel about Invasion, Skelly, as a map in general? Hardpoint or Control or S&D?
I mean, it could be a lot worse in comparison to some of the other maps in this game. It's not that awful, pre spawn fix. I would have had a lot more harsh things to say about the map. The spawns used to be absolutely abysmal, and they're not perfect by any means when it comes to your hard point, especially. But overall, it's middle of the pack, I would say, for myself. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I haven't had a chance to play too much Control or S&D, so I'm really speaking mostly from a standpoint of hardpoint. But every time that I watch a Control or an S&D on Invasion, it's always mixy. It's always looking like a fun time.
Yeah, man, Invasion Hardpoint can go so well and it can go so terrible. And you really don't know until I mean you hit the P3 rotation on that first go.
Yeah.
It is tough to get into that spot and then figure out that, oh man, you are on the bottom half of this scoreboard, and just trying to make it happen. Looks like we're having some lobby trouble, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to send us to a quick intermission while we get that sorted. Please stick around. It's going to be a banger rest of the series. So I hope that you're all having as much fun as we are, and we will see you in just a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed back into our map number 4. This invasion hardpoint is promising to be a banger. Who all is excited in the chat for this next map? Are you excited, Skelly?
I am excited. Once again, I'm going to plead the fifth and avoid that map prediction. But you know what? No, screw that. I want SDA to win this for this map 5, which could be a banger. I'm saying San Diego take it, but I'm not going to say a scoreline.
You want to see that map 5, Skelly. You're a little biased.
I am biased. I love a good old-fashioned map 5.
Man, Big Mike just absolutely holding on for dear life in this spot. Just ready to hold all day if it means that his team is going to get this time. Cryo going to slowly peek the contest spot. They want to make sure they're not allowing him to just lay here all day. And it is a standoff of the Mexican variety here on this P1.
Yeah, and Big Mike not moving an inch. He knows his job. He is just going to sit in that cubby and hold out until he gets taken off by rooms.
Man, that was maybe the least amount of time I have ever seen collected on a P1 terminal, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, not the most time, but every second counts in this game, Icon. And it looks like we've got... Is that Big Mike and Cryo? No, it was Desi and Cryo. We're pushing for these TSA spawns. They know how important it is to have the spawns on this side of the map, especially when it comes to getting that rotation for the Burger Hill, because that is an absolute money hill if I have ever seen one.
Oh, and just like that, it's just Kiri sitting in this time, just waiting for the break as it comes. Cryo gonna push all the way up into the lane and get these first 2 kills off that rotate. Those are huge kills for his team unless he pulls those spawns into back turn for the enemy, and that is not what you want.
Yeah, I'm curious gonna get naded.
Oh, Cryo gets the kill. That is heartbreaking.
Yeah, but Desi and Mike.
Oh. Emo is playing his life in the back. He is making it happen here. He is locking in that rotation. Not going to let the time from the P2 go unanswered. Not going to get the kill in the back, though.
Yeah, and it's just trades on trades on trades in this P3. Both teams wanting to get some time here. Looks like we've got an earlier rotation from Emo trying to get towards this Burger Town Hill to try and set up his team to maybe get that rotation first. But we've already got number 5, Epec, at about 45 seconds, I believe. He already hopped into the Burger Town time while his team's maybe trying to play for it, but it looks like 3 players on this side of SDA already on this rotate. But are they going to know where Emo's sitting? They're not. Now they do.
That is such a tough series of trades. Rooms already rotating through the back. It looks like SDA is chalking up that plane time. They're gonna go for this burger. It's a risk, but it's one well worth taking if you can secure that full 60 on the burger point.
Yeah, and they're going to get that player out of their spawn side so they know that they've got this spawn locked down. All they've got to do is hold their angles, make sure no one rotates in behind them, make sure no one can cross, and take their player off time.
Dude, these are clean gunfights out of Emo here to take this SDA team off those headies, clear off this rotate for his team, and they are going to wait until they get those picks to walk up to time. Anyone, someone, can you please kill Cryo in the back? And it is not going to happen for the LAG team as he just takes them all out one by one on that cross.
Yeah, huge 3-piece out of him, and he's going to play his life a bit here. He is sitting on a 5 streak. He wants that cruise. It's not necessarily the most overpowered or influential streak on some maps like Terminal, but still something that you like to have in the back pocket.
100%, but he does get a little overzealous there, is going to get taken down and lose that cruise. Emo already playing for the pinch. I love this out of them. And that phase skin on the MCW, it's looking great as he's going to gun Cryo in the back here. along with help from Rooms to secure these back spawns for his team. And once you get these back spawns, man, you're playing that P2 side, you're playing the P1 wrap, you're holding that front, and you just get this team into a blender bottom S keys. SDA gonna make a huge play on the front side, gonna get one, take them both out. They get the controller, they gonna read Rooms. They do! What a huge kill for SDA to get that break. Doryu walks in, Emo's here. Oh, and they break it right back. It is secured for LAG, and you could see SDA just chalk that time, move toward the P1, and try and make something happen here on this new rotation.
Yeah, going back to a fresh set of rotations. We're sitting relatively even on this terminal hardpoint, but we've got LAG has a bit of an upper hand in terms of time, and they've also got the TSA spawns for this new set of rotations.
Man, this time relatively even for what we saw in that first rotation. 126 to 113. You're not seeing any like particular outslays. Obviously, Desi is going to be up on his team. Emo and Rooms up on the side of LAG. You expect to see that out of these players, but we really need to see some people separating from the pack here, getting those early rotations, getting that time to really cinch a leader as we rotate through the second set.
Yeah, I mean, Rooms and Emo definitely standing out a little bit. Kiri's really got to pick something up a little bit here in order to try and keep up with the rest of his team, but they're still doing just fine in terms of time regardless.
And Desi making that push out. His team is going to need to break into this P2. Such a difficult hill to break sometimes. Maybe not as hard as a hill like Burger or Plane. You know, that P3, P4 rotation is tough, but man, this is such a hard one to break, especially when you don't have those back spawns. But Desi going to walk through the back, gets taken out by Rooms on the swap. SDA gets the break, but it looks like Rooms is saying, no way, Jose, as he chows Cryo and puts him in the dirt. Doryu gonna get the team kill. Yeah, but he's gonna get team killed. That's tough.
And they're still spawning in this back TSA. It's surprising they were able to hold it when SDA had a good push there going.
Yeah, it is a tough one, but LAG secures the scrap on this one, starting to pull ahead off that P2, and they're trying to make this push into the plane, but SDA says, no, this is our plane, we're staying, and there's nothing you can do to get us out. So we'll see how true that statement holds as we see this rotation come in from LAG.
Yeah, and Desi's going to hold this top AC for his squad. He's going to get taken down, unfortunately. But they are set up on this hill with that classic hold and a great kill from Mike to spot Emo there and protect his teammate. And Desi's already got this rotation. It looks like they're spawning back TSA. Great rotation here from Desi.
Man, I am not gonna lie to you. When Mike shot Emo back plane, I felt that in my soul. That was a tough one to witness. But Mike playing book, gonna get taken down by Rooms. That's a tough gunfight to take. Desi chowing off of this new time. They give up the scrap. They give up about 20 seconds, but if you can secure the full 60 on this burger, it makes it worth it. Desi dancing around the pillar, puts Doryu into the dirt because he's like that.
Yeah, he is like that. And he's going to get taken down by Rooms. Rooms is going to try and chow this time, and he absolutely rips EPEC. Big Mike does get the trade, but they've got to get someone close to this time and get inside it, because this can kind of just turn into a standoff situation if you're not careful.
LAG runs across. They take the time by force. What an ambitious cross. None of SDA are looking there, are ready to stop it, and ready to get that kill as they cross. And so now it's get these trades P1. Oh, but the kills are going to go the way of LAG. What a dominant break from LAG. It begs the question, hardpoint merchants?
Yeah, man, they are looking really good in these respawn modes today. And unfortunately, we've got SDA spawning out in the Eskies.
If you're SDA, man, you've got to go. You've got 5 seconds for the game, but we get a 3-piece cruise missile from Rooms to absolutely cinch it for their team, and that is GG. Los Angeles walk in and take it all, and boy, did they look dominant in that last hardpoint.
Man, Icon, it looked so close after that first set of rotations, and then it just seemed like LAG wanted it more. They really picked it up the pace in the second set of rotations. Rooms sitting at 35 and 14 with
Wow.
29 untraded kills. You just cannot let somebody do that to you in a hard point. Otherwise, you are going to be in for a world star.
Wow. Yeah, man, after that first set of rotations, I said it, we needed to see someone pull ahead and really be that front runner, and boy did Rooms respond. Holy, 35 and 14. That is an
GG, guys.
absolutely crazy stat line from the man to pull his team across the finish line and really give SDA their first taste of a loss. I believe that's their first loss on the season.
Yeah, I believe it's their first loss. He really did take his team, put them in the backpack there. I did notice that Doryu, I believe, sitting at 12 and 16, a semi-respectable stat line for a silver, but he also had 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the hill, if I remember correctly. And that's what you want to see out of your silver sometimes, is just to hop that time, sit in a corner, sit back, relax, and watch the rooms show.
Yeah, man, so hard to argue from with that performance from LAG, and they definitely deserve the win. Those hard points look stellar, maybe the best that I've seen all season on that invasion, that terminal. They're taking the scrap, they're taking the early rotation, they're taking everything, man. Uh, and it is tough for SDA to swallow, but now they've got to regain, get back in the scrims, get back in the practice, and come out strong on the next matchup. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean,
Skelly,
other than that search, they looked clinical, but beautiful game out of LAG.
agreed.
GG's.
GG's to everyone. All right, Skelly, thank you so much for casting this game with me tonight. I had a great time. Thank you to everybody who was in the chat. We really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the community like this. And to anybody who dropped follows, I saw them coming through. I appreciate you all, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon in eights or here in the chats. We love you. Have a great night.
Have a great night, chat.